the Brown Boys, the Brown Boys, the Brown Boys, we the Brown Boys, the Brown Boys, we the Brown Boys. Now we got Rickey Smiley up here now. Usually I don't agree with Rickey Smiley. This is on NBA Cinema. That's the original content. And normally I don't agree with old Rickey, old Smiley, because he normally misleading people. But this sounded like something personal to Rickey Smiley. This sounded like something that he was passionate about because maybe he himself has gone through it. A lot of men have gone through this situation. And ladies, you can't bash us for it. Same way some of you have gone through personal situations where you can connect with another female that may have gotten cheated on or may have gotten some hands put on them by a disrespectful, no good, low life, don't need to breathe no air, but just a little bit because God let them, son of a b. I'm going to make sure you know that I'm on y'all side, ladies. I'm making sure that y'all know I'm on y'all side. But y'all connect with these ladies through their trauma as well. So Rickey Smiley sounded like he connected with this story personally. So he gave a real good response. Through that emotion, he gave a really good response. And again, normally I don't agree with Rickey, but I'm not no hater. So when I agree with you, I'm going to agree with you. So let's hear what Rickey had to say.
The car with no good intentions, and basically what she is a baby mama. That man is obviously a good dad, obviously doing well for himself or whatever, and you turning fatherhood, trying to make fatherhood a bad experience for him because it's all about you. What a narcissist. And I don't give a damn who get mad.
And again, I agree with Rickey, and I'll give my commentary afterwards on what I actually think, but I agree with Rickey, so let's hear what he said.
Yeah, the fact that he's showing up to pick his son up is everything, but you coming out there and antagonizing him about the baby crying or whatever, and now what, you not gonna let him get his son because the baby cried? What's the problem? So what? He crying, he'll be all right. So what? And the minute he got in the car, the crying stopped. And then, but what you doing, she's coming out there antagonizing him to make the child. And every time you antagonize the dad, the child up in this drama, upsets the child, and then you walking out to the car with no good intentions, and basically what she is a baby mama. That is the definition of a baby mama. The word want. He don't want to go. He don't have any choice but to go because he has two parents, not one, two. A child don't get to choose whether he goes or not. That man is obviously a good dad, obviously doing well for himself or whatever, and you turning fatherhood, trying to make fatherhood a bad experience for him because it's all about you. What a narcissist. And I don't give a damn who get mad. Men are tired of being put up with that shit. Do what's in the best interest of the child. Do the right thing. Take the child out to the car and tell the child, why won't you comfort the child and say, hey, it's okay. We're going with daddy. You're going to have a great time. I'll see you back. You'll be fine. Or just close the door if you can't take him crying. Okay? He ain't crying blood. Blood ain't running out his eyes. So what he crying? The more he cry, the less they piss. Let him cry. But let him go be with his dad. So, you know what I'm saying? So he can toughen up. Because you damn sure can't teach him how to be a man. And women like that is absolutely disgusting. Not saying that she is disgusting, but her act and the way she behaved in the exchange, absolutely disgusting. And a lot of me decide.
But yeah, no, she definitely ain't going to do that to Kevin Gates because Kevin Gates said he bat holes in the mouth. See, and then he done showed him one time after he punched one off the stage. And I'm not saying that that's what you should do, but she, based on Kevin Gates' actions, and he tell him, please don't make me angry, I think a lot of these women are going to respect him on a different level than they do a guy that got $90 million in extension money. That all you got to do is call his job and they'll bring him to heel. So those guys are going to always get disrespected. Police officers get disrespected. Military men, all these guys get disrespected because they have so much company policy attached to their money. And that's the worst thing you can let some of these women know. Some of these women, they'll stomp all over your manhood if they know they can control the way you eat. That's just, some of y'all don't believe it, but I know, I'm telling you, it's a little bit weird. It's a little bit weird how in the streets, the police officers got the highest domestic violence situations And I think I kind of, well, I ain't going to say that because that's what got Stephen A. Smith fired. Yeah, that's what got Stephen A. Smith fired back in the day. saying one thing about women got him fired. So I don't want to get fired. So I ain't going to say it. I'm just going to put the thing back up that we were watching. Let me find it. Because I agree with Rickey Smiley up until that point that he wanted to try to be nice to the lady. Well, the whore. But I don't think she's a lady. I think it's child abuse. We need to start calling it what it is. I think it's child abuse when a woman like this put their kids in danger and have encounters like that to where you cussing out the father and he cussing you out. That's where these kids learn all this bad language. If you want to know why this kid is going to know how to say all the cuss words he don't need to know how to say, is because look, he been hearing it since a baby. Mama and daddy been fighting since before this boy can walk. Mama and daddy out there calling each other everything but the child of God. And by the time this boy gets school age, it's going to get worse because she bitter as I don't know what. This woman talking about your son only got $11,000 in his account. Lady, who you been dating? You must have only been dating basketball players because most men do not have $11,000 in their account. Most men that see you still been sleeping with all the 1%, you still give it to the hood niggas because you don't know yourself. You just give it to anybody. Brittany and your mama don't sound no different. You know what? I really want to go in on this topic. But if a man could take his finances off you and wipe his hands away from you, you will really see what your market value is. But see, what happens is you dirty stunts can actually take a man's money and then run off and get a nigga that actually do nothing for you on this man's dime. So it gives you this illusion. Your mic get messed up when you start talking about black women. I didn't say a woman's color. See what I'm saying? That's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all always want to put a color on every guy. I ain't say a woman's color. I ain't say nothing about no woman's color. This apply to all goddamn out-of-pocket female. Because a lot of y'all not out-of-pocket, but if it don't apply, let it fly. And stop trying to apply a color to what the hell I'm saying. Nigga went straight into, oh, you talking about black women. I'm talking about everybody. I'm talking about no good niggas. There's going to be some no good niggas still 60 years old talking about they going to find some love because they was a player too long. Yeah, the nigga hurried up and just put that black woman tag on it so nobody don't want to hear it. Ain't that about a bitch? That's a shame that you think black women don't want to hear nothing. Rickey Smiley, I'm going to let you go ahead and finish. But Brittany Renner, I think you're the scum of the earth. I think you're child abusing this child. I think this kid can have a great life and grow up and live in peace and live in great neighborhoods and go to private school and have a father that can teach him his craft if you just shut up and get out of the way. Outside of pushing this boy out, you really don't have much to offer him. Think about it. What do you have to offer your son other than you slept with the right man this time? Outside of that, you really don't have much to offer this kid. So you can go out and get you a new man because that's what you really need. And you trying to clean up your life. PJ seemed to be more stable. My suggestion is you give him the baby more full time and you come and visit. Because he has something that he can teach this boy that can last him a lifetime. I can't think of what you have to offer this kid that's going to teach this young man that he can raise another family and do what his daddy did. And I know that may sound harsh to some, but what do you have that you could teach this boy? You just came out of a situation where you wanted to be a Muslim and that didn't work out for you. You still in the mode of trying shit. And his father is stable. He ain't trying stuff. He's married. He just got a $90 million extension. You need to give that boy to his daddy before you ruin him and sour that relationship. And what is he going to have to offer the world being a big overgrown boy who is got daddy issues in the world? We don't need another one of those. A judge should see the way you behaved just a minute ago and said a child should be with a parent that will seamlessly allow the other one to co-parent. That's who the child should be with. Because a kid is going to cry when it goes to the doctor, and you're going to still make that kid visit the doctor. A kid is going to cry the first day of school. What are you going to do? Say, hell no, my kid ain't going to learn? Like Brittany, you got to grow. You got to educate yourself. It should be a lot of women pulling you by your ear and making you grow the hell up. You too immature for this kid. Because this is stupid. The first day of school, by your logic, you're going to snatch this kid out of school because guess what? This kid is going to cry for mama. Soon as you try to drop this baby off at daycare, this baby going to cry for you. So if this baby going to never be able to do nothing in life when it start crying, and this is how the world gets pussified. This is how you pussify the world. By somebody can't handle a baby crying. This is not practical in real life. In real life, there's going to be many times your child cry. But you're going to have to be able to coach that child through that. And like Rickey Smiley said, how come you as a mother wasn't there to comfort that kid and let the kid know it's okay? This is your father. Maybe put your arm around PJ. Let him know that y'all created this kid together and that you are encouraging this relationship instead of out there yelling, making this kid think it's supposed to get turned up too. And that's why I don't think you have nothing to offer this kid, because what you were supposed to offer, you didn't. You were supposed to comfort that child because that's still his daddy. You didn't do that. You didn't do none of your motherly shit that you were supposed to do. You stood out there and you tried to show out for Instagram. You tried to have an exposure moment, like, ha ha, his daddy he don't even want to be with his daddy. Of course he don't want to be with his daddy when he's been with you, used as a pawn in your little court game. Where was this boy at the whole time when you was out running around with Kevin Gates being subservient anyway? Where was the boy at? With you? Why wasn't he with his daddy? Now this kid getting to see that you don't respect his father, so how is he going to grow up to respect his father? And you wonder why the neighborhood is getting blown up and shot up. Kids are growing up being taught no respect for male authority. She has no respect for her child to not do that in front of him. So that's going to break down the respect that that kid is going to have for him. My daddy don't run nothing. Shit, my mama run everything. When she say no, I can't see my daddy, it's no. So you got everything backwards in our community, and then you wonder why these boys don't listen. We still got to take the blame when we could see what the hell is going on. Our authority is not respected by anybody. How in the hell are we going to have a community where the thing that's supposed to provide the protection and the authority is being respected by no one? Soon as the court system saw this woman behaving like that, there should be a court task force. This is why our streets are so crazy, because these kids are being raised in emotional homes like this. And immediately there should have been something done. This kid don't need to go to CPS. This kid got a father who is married, who has a stable home environment, who just got a $90 million extension. Why does he have to fight and wrestle with a woman? And you want to talk about keep fighting my ass. This is trauma. He should pay her out and walk away from this shit. His kid will be better served not having to deal with this emotional trauma every time he come to pick up his kid every 2 weeks. And this is what y'all want men to go through. Instead of women saying, look, this is a problem. This is one of our biggest problems. We're raising our daughters, and then our sons are being raised emotional and being raised to hate men, the very thing that can teach them something and how to be a man. They're being raised to hate that. So how can they be respectful when they hate authority? How can they listen to a white cop when they won't even listen to their black daddy? If mama been calling the daddy a PA nigga, then what you think the son gonna call him? What you think the son gonna feel about any male? They're not used to no men talking to them no type of way. They're used to women. The only time some of these kids are having an encounter with a man is to punish them. Is that what you want kids to think, that a man is only there to punish them? You only want to call daddy when it's done gone too far, and this little 13 to 15-year-old don't listen to nobody no more. Now it's, you better call the daddy and come get him. You better come deal with this boy. Oh, no. I was trying to tell you I need to deal with this little joke at 5. Now you talking about 13, 14. This is a whole nother animal here. This boy got testosterone now. I was trying to kick his drawers in his ass before that hit. I was trying to tell you. You ain't want to listen. You know every damn thing. Now you want me to deal with a ticking time bomb. A little thing that got all this testosterone, all this bad attitude, and he thinks like a woman. Now I got to deal with him and try to remold him as a man, huh? Risking my life. Because at that point, it's risking your goddamn life. These are ticking time bombs where you don't. That's like having a dog. Imagine having a pit bull in your yard. I'm not trying to say your kid is like a pit bull, but we all are mammals, and anything that's untrained, there's trained and untrained. There's civilized and uncivilized. And right now we got some uncivilized ass people. Imagine having a dog in your yard that you never showed how to behave, and then just turn that dog loose into a dog park. Don't y'all hate when an untrained dog come into the dog park biting on everybody got the dog? It kind of destroys the ebb and flow of the dog park, don't it? And that's what the hell y'all releasing out in these communities. People that hadn't been trained and hadn't been showed how to behave. You can't use daddy as a battering ram, because before daddy can train, daddy got to love first. Daddy got to be able to love up on the little boy in his earlier years, show him how to get up when he fall, show him that he care before he just go there and be a hammer and just beat on a son. A son will reject that and overthrow the daddy at some point. Yeah, I won't be used as no motherfucking battering ram. If you not gonna let me raise this little boy and you think you got a better option, then go ahead. But just take the blame for it now. See, this is what's wrong with a lot of people. They want to teach a child something. They want to raise them up, and that child grow up with learned behavior. And then when that child don't meet a certain standard in the world of how a man is supposed to be, when it ain't about their education no more, because see, we got some educated boys, and when that shit work when they're in school, it worked when they're in high school. Yeah, my son educated. It worked when he going through college for 8 goddamn years just to get a regular degree. But when he get out of school, and ain't nobody talking about his education, and everybody just judging him how he deal with problems, how reliable he is, how well spoken he is. Do you trust him? Is he a sneaky gossiping son of a? Do he give back what he owed? Is he a man? When he's judged on that right there, that's when they tend to run into problems. That's when they want to blame the daddy then. Because you can't take the grades and shit gonna be over. That's just one fraction of their life. That's just one small part of their life. What is your son like as a man, as a young boy? And that's what we miss.